We are now going to play something rather special. This is our Euro version of roulette.
Hi, it's producer Georgie Boy here. Luckily for you, I'll be your croupier today. So let's play another game of José Mourinho's Euro Roulette.
Georgie boy. Okay, here we go. These have been brilliant so far. I've listened to all of them that you've done. Eden Hazard was perhaps my favourite one just because of the insight that we get. This time we're going to have a little spin and see who comes up.
Black 15, Kevin De Bruyne.
Kevin De Bruyne, one of our favourite players, I think, in the tournament so far. He's just been so brilliant, hasn't he? Jose, I know that you know him well. How impressive has he been in the Euros for you? And tell us a little bit about him when you knew him as well.
No, he's an amazing player. He's in this moment. He's one of the best players in the world, no doubts about it. It was a pity that he arrived in the Euros after that injury in the Champions League final, but Martinez knew, and De Bruyne also knew that he would recover step by step, and I believe that now is when hard football starts with the knockouts, and will be exactly the moment where we will be in the top. My story with Kevin was fun. In the end, worked very well for him, of course. So I arrive at my second spell at Chelsea, and we go to Asia to play some matches and to train. And Kevin was supposed to come with us in a little group of players that should leave on a loan. Was supposed after the Asian tour to leave on a loan. He impressed me so much that I made the decision. I don't want this kid to go on loan. I want this kid to stay. And first match of the season, we played at home against Hull City, and he started the first match of the Premier League. Second match, we go to Old Trafford, and after this, he come to me and he says, I want to play every match. I want to play every minute. And the kid that was supposed to go on loan was not even happy to stay and to grow up in there, and to be an ended product in there. So he put by himself a lot of pressure to leave. He wanted to go to Germany, where he was previously on loan, and he was so happy developing in the Bundesliga. And his decision was to go, and he put huge pressure on that, which worked very, very well for him. And in the end, Chelsea sold him, and the story is there. But the quality of the player is absolutely amazing. He's top 5. I think he's top 5 in the world. Is there.
Did you see in him at the time? Do you think that he could be top 5 in the world?
Look, when he was supposed to leave on loan and I made the decision for him to stay, I saw qualities that he has now, with, of course, different levels of maturity and efficiency, but that to fit and the vision was already there. Not an easy kid, in the sense of not so easy to go inside of him, not so easy to communicate. A kid with, everything very clear on his brain, and very difficult to change. He knew very, very well what he wanted. And he was not ready to have, let's say, a season at Chelsea where lots of good players were there in the same team. He didn't have that, let's say, patience to work, to develop, to play, for not to play, to start, for not to start, to be on the bench, not to be on the bench. He was not ready for that. He was coming from a season in Germany where he played basically every minute of every match, and he was not so happy to accept a situation like that. So sometimes we coaches, we make mistakes, and we don't consider that this player has the potential to do this in the future. Was not the case. I saw that he had the potential to do it, but was just a kid with everything very clear on on his mind, and he knew perfectly what he wanted.
Okay, let's give it another spin.
Red 23, Marko Arnautovic.
Marko Arnautovic. That reaction by you. Jose, tell us a bit about Marko.
I tell you. I tell you how it started. My technical director at Inter, Marco Branca, he arrived one day with that player that we followed and that we wanted to bring from Holland. He was 18, and when Branca arrives with him, we were training. We were already training, and Branca arrives with Marco, and they stay there on the touch line. And on the middle of the training session, I decided to leave and to go there to say hello to them. At that time, my strikers were Ibrahimovic, Adriano, Hernan Crespo, Julio Cruz. That was my group of strikers in my first season at Inter. I go to Branca and to Arnautovic. We shake hands, we share a couple of words, and then Marco tells me, "Mister, I'm better than all of them." Ibrahimovic, Adriano, Hernan Crespo, Julio Cruz. Marco with 18, I'm better than all of them. And this is Marco, a kid with incredible confidence, a kid with an incredible happiness, very emotional, very sweet. Is everything that you want in a group, because he makes the group loves him. He can have these bad emotionally reactions, but he was an amazing kid, and now he's still an amazing family guy in this moment, completely different in terms of his life outside the professional life. But this is Marco, and I think very talented player. And he could show, even being in China, where he admitted that these seasons in China didn't make him a better player. Even so, we come, and he is important for the Austrian team.
I read an article where he was saying he was late quite regularly, a spell of being late for training and then for a team meeting, and then he accidentally made it up to you by coming to training 5 hours too early, but it wasn't deliberate. That was an accident too.
Yes, it was an accident, because the training was not in the morning, it was in the afternoon. It was the only day that he arrived before.
That's how you get a good bit of goodwill, isn't it? Even if you don't mean to do it.